guys, welcome to today's video. Today I thought it would be a good day to sit down and test a mask together, and that would be this Pores No More Dr. Brandt vacuum cleaner mask. It is a pore purifying mask that I received in my April BoxyCharm subscription. I have tried a number of Dr. Brandt products before. Some I have really liked, some I have not so much. We'll talk about that. We'll talk a little bit about the company. We'll talk about this product. We will do all of that. And for everything in this video, I'm going to put timestamps down below. But I thought first we would put the mask on because it sits for 5 to 10 minutes, and then we can do the talking while the mask is drying. I will say, for those of you who watch my channel more often, who aren't just here because you're looking for a specific product review, if you've noticed that my channel has been a little spotty in posting lately, I usually try to post Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's just because life has gotten busy. Other things in my life need a little bit of attention. So what I would encourage you to do is hit the bell notification button down below, the little bell. It will tell you when I post. So if for the next little while things are a little crazy, you will be notified of when my videos are going up. I thought we would do a half face test on this, and the directions for this are to apply a thin layer to your face, to massage it to make sure that the beads that are in here break down, and then to leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes, avoiding the eyes. It says it's going to have a cooling sensation and then rinse with warm water. So let's do that first, and then I'll talk a little bit more about this product while it's on my face. And if you ever wonder what I'm looking down at, I make a whole bunch of notes before I do these videos, so that's generally what, if I'm ever looking down, I'm looking at. Just get my hair up and out of the way. I thought we would test it out on this side of my face, as it's the side that has some more pores and pimples and things going on lately. Let me zoom you in a little bit so we can see the up close of my face. So here we go. There is my skin. I have a few little pimples and things going on. Nothing like some stress in your life to add a few little dots and spots. So let's get this on there. Ooh, it comes out sort of white with a blue, well, not white, yeah, white with some blue dots in it. Let's see if that will focus. You can sort of see the little micro beads in there that are blue. Oh, and you can really feel them in there. Okay, I'll just get it on and then I will massage it where I want it. Of course, there's a hair. It smells very like minty. So I can definitely feel the cooling. So let's start massaging until these beads go away. I'll also mention as well, because some people mention this, there is a blurring filter on my camera. It came with it, and it came with it turned on. And I promise, take the time to try to figure out how to turn it off a little more. I actually did turn off what I thought was the blurring filter, but this camera has face recognition, which is one of the things that keeps my face in focus. And for some reason, it seems like if you have the face recognition on, then it just does the blurring. And I would prefer that it didn't. So until I get that figured out or get a new camera, I will try as hard as possible to make sure in skincare videos, foundation videos, anything like that, that you guys can see my real skin texture. Okay. There we go. I end up putting that more over my face than I expected to. And I'll zoom in to give you guys a close look. So it just feels very thin and cooling right now. Set timer for 10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes and counting.
So as I was saying at the start of this video, this is not my first time reviewing Dr. Brandt products. I have reviewed 2 of their microdermabrasion scrubs. Both of them I quite like. One I like a little bit better because I feel like it's made for my skin a little bit more. So those Dr. Brandt products really, really impressed me. On the other end of the scale, I tried the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Luminizing Primer, and I really didn't like that. It seemed to me to be a little bit confused in what it was being used for. It was sort of a pore filling primer, but also provided luminosity. But in my mind, you don't want those two things in the same areas of your face. And also, it just didn't seem to do very much overall. So I want to really like Dr. Brandt products because I feel like the first ones I use work so well, but I've also had, you know, that miss in there, which makes me a little bit more hesitant. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about the company, although I will link my other reviews down below where I went into a little bit more detail. I will tell you, for those of you who do not know who Dr. Brandt is, Dr. Brandt unfortunately passed away in 2015, but it was Dr. Frederick Brandt, who is an American physician, researcher, author. He went on radio shows. His specialty was cosmetic dermatology. And he was one of the first people to use Botox. He was one of the first people to use fillers. He was part of the community who helped those things become accepted and introduced into American dermatology. And then there was an idea of taking some of those products and finding a way to bring them to the home consumer. So microdermabrasion is something usually you get done at a dermatologist or a not cosmetic surgeon, but somebody, in an office setting. And, then the microdermabrasion scrub they made for home so that people could try something that did something close to that procedure in a home setting. This product right here, you do get 1 ounce of, and it is going to cost you $42 in the US or $53 in Canada. It was interesting that on their website, at one point it said to use weekly, but then when you actually look closer, they say to use it 2 to 3 times weekly. It does say, as part of the description of it, that it sucks out the most packed in oil and debris, and some of the ingredients in here include salicylic acid, which you may know is really used as a acne fighting ingredient. Some people's skin responds really well to it, some people not so much. I can really feel it's starting to dry and tighten up, by the way. They also have oleanolic acid in here, which is supposed to be oil controlling, as well as glycolic acid for exfoliation. And they say they have iris and ijusu rose, which I had never heard of before, which are supposed to make pores look smaller. You can't shrink your pores, you can't tighten your pores, they're not muscles, but different products say that they can reduce the look of larger pores. As I said, it does say to apply a thin layer, massage in until all the beads break up, and then 5 to 10 minutes to leave it on. You take it off by rinsing with warm water. It also has vitamin A in here. So really, I think what this does is probably has the salicylic acid that is going to be the acne fighting ingredient in here, which is going to keep your pores from getting clogged. So I think this is probably a mask for people who get a lot of whiteheads or blackheads, because it has the oil controlling properties and some of the other things in there. Probably if you have really dry skin, this may not be something that you want, but ooh, this dries incredibly smooth, like very smooth. So okay, that's everything I actually have to say about the product. So instead of just sitting here staring at each other until this finishes drying, I'll be back just at the end of the 10 minutes to show you what it looks like. I'm not expecting it to change too much from this. And then we'll see if there's any difference from one side of my face to the other once I rinse it off. See you soon. The 10 minutes is up. It's not changed that much since you saw it last, but I will zoom you in and we'll take a look before I wash it off. I feel like I should have put a little bit more there on my nose, but it's not doing that thing that some pore masks do where it's almost like your pores become little holes in the mask. It really just feels incredibly smooth and very tight at this point, but not like cracking kind of tight. There's still a little bit of flexibility to it. Okay, I'll go wash it off and be back to compare. I'm back, that washed off very easily, and I will zoom you in to take a look. So this is the side without the mask, and this is the side that had it on. It does feel very smooth. I don't see my pores necessarily looking smaller, but it did say to use this multiple times a week. So it could be the kind of thing that takes a while to work. So my thoughts on using this for the first time, I think it's quite good. So let me tell you who I think would benefit from this and why I think it's a good product. I think that if you have skin that is maybe a little bit more combination, but you tend to get clogged pores and bumps, maybe not the like cystic acne that comes from underneath the skin or hormonal acne, but if it tends to be clogged pores that are your problem, I can see how using this 3 times a week as a salicylic acid treatment that also has glycolic acid for exfoliation would be helpful. What I quite like is that after washing this off, it doesn't feel like my skin feels tight and dry. There's some masks, and I'm sure we have all used things like that before, before, where when you take it off, it just feels like it has stripped all of the oils and moisture out of your skin. This doesn't feel that way. It feels like it has cleaned. It feels like it had a little bit of a clay drying kind of feeling to it that would, you know, pull some oil out of your pores, but at the same time has other nice ingredients in there. I think in terms of a mask that they're telling you to use a few times a week, it's nice that they want you to use a small amount of it, like just a very thin layer, which means it's going to last longer, that you only need to leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes. I mean, as you guys saw, it pretty much dried in 5 minutes, so I probably only needed to leave it on until it was dry. And when you're trying to do something like this multiple times a week, you don't necessarily want something you're going to sit around in for 30 minutes. You want it to be an easy part of your routine. It also washes off incredibly easily. I mean, I splashed warm water on my face a few times and it entirely came off. So those also make a product quite nice when you're not fighting with it or feeling like you need to rewash your face to get like a sticky mask off of your skin. It is a little on the pricey side, but I think that, as I said before, your problem is those surface bumps or clogged pores. This could be a good solution for it. And the reason that I said combination skin might enjoy it as well as oily skin is because, as I said, it doesn't feel like it's pulled all the oils out of my skin. It feels like it's still balancing it a fair bit, which is quite nice. So I would love to hear if you guys have been using this mask, what you think of it. Has it been helping your skin? I am excited to keep on trying it to see if it does help sort of balance and unclog pores and give me a few less little bumps and things along the way. I mean, I would always be happy to have a few less bumps. I feel like I have a pretty good skincare routine, but every once in a while things break through. And I do feel like, at least for me, it's not the hormonal stuff anymore. It does tend to be surface clogging that causes the acne that I have. Leave me all of your thoughts and comments. Do that in the comment bar down below. I love hearing from you guys. And I think that's it for me for today. As I said before, if you want to know when I'm posting videos, please hit that bell button that lets you know. If you've not yet subscribed to me, you can click here and be subscribed to my channel. I will also put one of my other videos down here so you can watch it. And I think that's all for me for today. So have a wonderful day and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.